Hello everyone. So I welcome you all on this new lecture. In this lecture, we are going to see some numericals on parallel members only. So in previous lecture also we have seen the basic concepts of parallel members, that how we can find out the value of stress in the parallel member. Now we will see some different varieties of numericals that can come under this term. Okay. So let's start with the first problem. So let's read the first problem. So in the first problem, they have given one bar, one steel bar, and this steel bar is surrounded by a copper tube. So this is a copper tube you have, and this is a steel bar here. Okay, and there is a gap between the steel bar and copper tube, as you can read in the problem. So let's understand. Let's read the problem first of all, and let's see what are the different data given to you. Okay, so problem says a round steel rod supported in a recess surrounded by a coaxial brass tube as shown in figure. Okay, next, the level of upper end of the rod is 0.08 mm below that the tube. Okay, means what this level? So this steel rod is 0.08 mm below the copper tube. Means what, the copper length of copper tube is 0.08 mm higher than the steel one. Okay, let's see next one. Okay, determine two things we need to find out. First is the magnitude of maximum permissible axial load. That load W is, you can apply the magnitude of maximum permissible axial load W, which can be applied at the rigid plate resting on the top of the tube if the permissible compressive stresses are. So permissible stress in the value of permissible stress in steel is given to you, and the value of permissible stress for brass is also given to you. So the value of permissible stress for steel is 105 MPa, and that is for brass is equals to 75 MPa. So this was the permissible stress given to you. So you have to apply the load W in such a way that the stress in steel and stress in brass should be limited to these two values. इससे ऊपर स्टील और ब्रास का स्ट्रेस नहीं होना चाहिए. Second thing you have to find out the total amount of shortening of tube, brass tube you are supposed to find out. So that we can find out later on. But first of all, we'll see this thing. Okay. Now, one more thing is given to you, that is Young's modulus of steel and Young's modulus of brass. So Young's modulus of steel is given as 210 GPa, and Young's modulus of brass is also given to you, and that value is given as 105 GPa. Okay. So at the same time, diameter of steel is also given to you. So diameter of steel rod is given as 36 mm, as well as the diameter of the internal diameter of brass is given to you as 50 mm, and the outer diameter of the brass is given to you as 60 mm. So that is given in the problem only. So this data is given to you. So this is the internal diameter of the brass. So this value is given as 50 mm, and this value is given as 60. The thickness of this tube is equals to 5 mm. You can say 5 is 10 mm thickness. Okay. So so the understanding of the problem is the most important. Solution of all the problems, all this type of problem will be same only. So we have seen two different expressions for finding out the values of stresses. So here the value of stress is given to you, and you are supposed to find out the value of load. Okay. So based on given stress, you are supposed to design your load. You have to do your load calculation. So first thing we know, the first equation, we always form the first equation with the help of our load sharing. So first equation will be what? What is the load share? Total load is what? So total load we have is W, that we are supposed to find out. So we are assuming the value of W in Newton, let's say. Okay. So W total load is W you have. W load you have to find that. So W load किसमें share होगा? This W load will be shared by this steel and this brass tube. So P of load shared by steel plus load shared by brass, that will be equals to W. And your problem is given in terms of stresses. Okay, so we'll convert this value in terms of stress only. So this total load W will be equals to stress in steel multiplied by the area of steel plus stress in brass multiplied by the area of brass. Okay, and we know the area of steel can be converted by pi by 4 diameter of steel square, and diameter of steel is given as 36 square. Okay, so next is area of brass. So area of brass if we calculate, so this will be pi by 4, and this brass is a hollow tube, no? अगर hollow tube दिया हुआ है, so I know that is d outer minus d outer square minus d inner square, so that is 60 square minus 50 square you have to. Okay, so if we calculate this value, so this value will become 324 pi, and the second value will become 275 pi. So you can calculate this value in calculator. So right now I am putting the value in terms of pi only to avoid to make the problem simple, to make the calculations simple only. Okay, so now we have this equation number. Let's term this equation as equation number 1. Okay, so right now we cannot use this equation. This equation will be used at last when we know the value of stress in steel, stress in brass. Okay, now so second equation, now will form the second equation. So equation 1 तो आपने किसके बेस पे फॉर्म कर लिया, लोड शेयरिंग के बेस पे. हमेशा सेकंड इक्वेशन किस बेस पे बनता है, सेकंड इक्वेशन विल बी ऑलवेज बेस्ड ऑन द डिफॉर्मेशन. ओके, नाउ वी विल सी द कांसेप्ट ऑफ डिफॉर्मेशन, हाउ दिस member is going to deform. Let's say you have applied certain amount of load W, and because of that certain amount of load W, your tube and rod is compressed a bit. So let's say ये tube और rod क्या हो गया आपका, compress होके इस लेंथ तक क्या आ गया. ओके, यहाँ तक आपका ये स्टील रॉड क्या हो गया, कॉम्प्रेस होके आ गया. सो आपका जो ब्रास है ये टोटल कितना कॉम्प्रेस हुआ, इस पॉइंट से लेके इस पॉइंट तक कॉम्प्रेस हुआ. सो लेट्स से दिस इज नथिंग बट compression or change in length of brass. Okay, and आपका स्टील कहाँ से कहाँ तक compress हुआ, स्टील will be compressed from this point to this point only. So this is nothing but change in length of steel. Okay, so let's say change in length of brass is equals to y, and this change in length of steel is equals to x layer. Okay, now these are the value here. Okay, so अगर आपको ये कॉमन इक्वेशन में फॉर्म करना है इसके लिए, so can I form the deformation equation like total value of y, this entire value is nothing but sum of this value in x. So can I say this y is nothing but x plus 0.08 mm? Can I say this one? Okay, so this is nothing but the deformation equation we have formed based on this diagram. So this total deformation of brass tube is y, and total deformation of steel is x, and gap is 0.8 mm. So total is y and this is x. So y is equals to 0.8 plus x. That you can see very clearly there. And we know the value of y is equals to what? Delta of L brass, and the value of x is nothing but delta of L steel plus 0.08 mm. Okay, now we'll put down this value, delta of brass plus delta of steel. Delta of brass is what? We know the equation is PL upon AE, so we'll not use the equation in terms of load, we'll use the equation in terms of stress. So stress के terms में तो क्या आएगा ये equation? Stress of brass into length of brass upon Young's modulus of brass plus P upon area is coming as stress is equals to this one, steel. So let's take the steel on the left side, so all expression term will be on the left side only. So it's stress of steel multiplied by length of steel upon Young's modulus of steel, that should be equals to 0.08. ओके, थोड़ा सा इक्वेशन को और सॉल्व करते हैं. स्ट्रेस ऑफ ब्रास इज अननोन टू यू. ओके, लेंथ ऑफ ब्रास, So total length of brass is what? 300 mm. So let's put 300 here. Young's modulus of brass. Young's modulus of brass is given as 105 GPa. So GPa to MPa you have to convert. So 105 into 10 raised to power 3 you have to do GPa to MPa conversion minus stress of steel. So stress of steel will be as it is because that is not known to us. Length of steel now. So length of steel is what? This is actually 100 mm here. This length is 100 mm plus total is 300. So at an actual what we have to do? We have to do this 100 plus 300 minus 0.08 mm. Actual length of steel is what? This much only. No? So this minus 0.08 करने से आपको ज़्यादा कुछ effect नहीं पड़ेगा because this is very less value, less than 0.1 only. So we'll neglect this value and we'll take the length of steel as 400 mm upon Young's modulus of steel, that is 210 GPa. So 210 multiplied by 10 raised to power 3 is 0.08 mm. Okay. Now we will solve this equation a bit. जो part cancel होता है वो cancel करेंगे and we'll do the cross multiplication and we'll form one equation based on brass of stress of brass and stress of steel. Let's do that. So this 300 and 300 part will be cancelled out. So this will be cancelled out. This 400 and this will be cancelled out. So this will be 1050 and this is 2100. So यहाँ से 1050 common लेते हैं and cross multiply. तो यहाँ पे equation क्या form होगा आपका? That is 3 times of stress of brass minus and 2 and 2 will be cancelled out. 2 times of stress of steel. That should be equals to 0.08 multiplied by 1050. You can solve this one also in calculator, but I'll write it as it is. So this is equation number 2 you have. Okay. Now you have equation number 1, equation number 2, but equation 1 cannot be used right now. So equation 2 is only we have, that is we have a relationship between both the stresses. Now we have to cross check whether जो भी स्ट्रेस दिया हुआ है आपको उसमें से कौन सा स्ट्रेस आपका सेफ स्ट्रेस. Okay, so this we have to do for each and every problem where we need to design something. So this type of problem is called as designing of load calculation problem, designing problem. So where we need to design the load in terms of given value of stresses. Okay, so there are two stress given to you, stress of steel and stress of brass. सबसे पहले अपन क्या करेंगे? We'll take the first value, that is stress of steel we are going to take. Okay, so let's say the first value we are going to take. So this first value is stress of steel is 105 GPa. So this value we are taking now. So for this value we'll find out the value from this equation number 2. From this value we'll form the equation number. We'll compare this value from equation number 2. So let's put this 105 on this equation and we'll find out the value of stress of brass. Let's do it कितना देते हैं. So ये put कर लो यहाँ पे. Equation put करने से क्या आएगा? From equation 1. So this is 3 times of stress of brass. That should be equals to 1050 multiplied by 0.08 plus 2 times of 105. Okay, so when you solve this equation, you will get the value of sigma of brass as 98 MPa. 98 MPa. This 98 MPa is of course more than the allowable value of sigma b. Because the allowable value of sigma b was 75, and if you will take the stress of steel as 105, the maximum value of brass is coming as 98, which is what? Which is far more than the 75. That is sigma max of brass that is given to you. अगर ये ज्यादा है मतलब क्या हो रहा है? आप इस वैल्यू को लेके आपका पार्ट डिजाइनिंग नहीं कर सकते. Means this is what the wrong value. Next we'll take the second value. Second value क्या बोलते हैं? आपका second value क्या था? Sigma of brass, and that is equals to 75 GPa. So now from again equation number 1. From equation 1 we'll do. Equation 1 क्या है आपके पास? This is the equation number what you have, let's put down the value. So this equation will become 2 times of sigma s, that should be equals to 3 times of brass. The value of brass is 75 MPa, and this will be on left side, so minus 0.08 multiplied by 1050, and this multiplied and this cross multiplied. So after this, sigma s will come as 70.5 MPa. So if this value of sigma s is coming as 70.5 MPa, so this value of sigma s is definitely less than the allowable value of 105. So this is definitely less than 105 sigma max of steel. Okay. So now if you consider this value of brass, that is 75 GPa for brass and 70.5 MPa for steel, your design will save, your structure will save, it will not break. Okay. So maximum value of stress in this is this one, and the brass is 75. So this will be your actual correct value of stress in brass and for steel. Okay. Now we can put down these two values on equation number 1 for getting the value of maximum load W. So from equation 1 लिखते हैं, equation 2 लिखना चाहिए आपको. Okay. So now from equation 1 you can do. So from equation 1, so total load W will be equals to stress of steel is 70.5, maximum stress that can be applied, that is equals to 70.5 multiplied by area of steel. Area of steel we have calculated here, that is 324 pi plus stress of brass is 75 maximum multiplied area of brass is 275 pi. Okay, so these are the values. Now you can calculate this value and you will come to know the value of load W, and the value of load W will be in Newton, because here we have assumed the load in Newton. Okay, and all the values are in MPa and Newton only. So the value of total load W will be equals to 136,551 Newton. So this is the total load W here. Okay. So now this is the first part, the part A of the problem. Now we will solve the part B of the problem. So let's read the part B of the problem. So part B was there. So this, they asked the amount by which the tube is shortened by the load if the compressive stress in steel and brass are same. Okay. So now compressive stress in steel and brass are same for same stress. This was for 75 and 70 MPa stress. What is the total amount of compression in the tube? Means what you are supposed to find out this value of Y. Delta L brass निकालना है. Remember, delta L of steel नहीं निकालना है. क्या निकालना है? Delta L of brass निकालना है. So you know this value, no? Delta L of brass कितना हो सकता है? So ये आपके पास equation है. So I'll put directly my value on this equation. Y का value निकालना है आपको. This what? Delta L of brass का value निकालना है. So you can find out delta L of steel plus 0.08, और delta L of brass का value क्या है अपने पास? This is the value of delta L for brass. Okay. So if you calculate the second thing, so where I can calculate? So here only I can do it. It's very small thing. Second part क्या निकालना है आपको? Delta L for brass. Delta L for brass निकालना था. इसके लिए value क्या था आपके पास? Stress of brass, length of brass upon Young's modulus of brass. Let's put down all the values. So total stress of brass कितना है आपके पास? 75 GPa. So this is 75 GPa multiplied by, sorry, this is MPa, no? Sorry, MPa, not GPa. Okay, length of brass is given as 300 mm, or this is 105 into 10 to the power 3. So if you solve this one, you will get the value as 0.214 mm. तो ये तो डेल्टा ऑफ एल ऑफ ब्रास पूछा था, इसलिए अपन ने क्या निकाला? 214 एम निकाला. अगर ये डेल्टा एल ऑफ स्टील पूछा होता आपसे कि टोटल शॉर्टनिंग इन द स्टील रॉड कितना है, तो आपको क्या करना पड़ता है इसमें 0.08 सब्सट्रैक्ट करना, दैट्स इट, ओनली दिस मच। ओके, सो दिस इज ऑल अबाउट दिस टाइप ऑफ प्रॉब्लम। सो अभी गैप का कैसा भी प्रॉब्लम आने दो, आपको कंसेप्ट यूज करना है। सबसे पहले आपको क्या लगाना है, यू हैव टू अप्लाई योर लोड शेयरिंग इक्वेशन, दैट इज दिस वन। सेकंड स्टेप क्या रहेगा आपका, यू हैव टू अप्लाई योर डिफॉर्मेशन इक्वेशन, दैट इज दिस टाइप ऑफ इक्वेशन विल बी देयर। सी दैट इक्वेशन आई हैव फॉर्म्ड बेस्ड ऑन दिस पर्टिकुलर प्रॉब्लम। कभी प्रॉब्लम में डिफरेंस भी हो सकता है, बीच वाला रोड ऊपर रहेगा, ये दो रोड क्या रहेगा, छोटा रहेगा, उसके बेस पे आप इक्वेशन फॉर्म करेंगे। तो ये आपने इक्वेशन फॉर्म किया लोड शेयरिंग की, सॉरी डिफॉर्मेशन के लिए, एंड दोनों इक्वेशन को सॉल्व करने के लिए आपके पास दो कंडीशंस दिए थे, दैट इज ब्रास के लिए एंड स्टील के लिए मैक्सिमम वैल्यू ऑफ स्ट्रेस दिया हुआ। सो उस मैक्सिमम वैल्यू ऑफ स्ट्रेस को आपने यहाँ पे चेक किया, पहले स्ट्रेस को, वो स्ट्रेस अलाउबल स्टील के मैक्सिमम वैल्यू चेक किया, तो क्या हुआ, ब्रास का जो अलाउबल वैल्यू था उससे ज्यादा आ रहा था, तो अपन ने इस पार्ट में क्या किया, निगलेक्ट किया। सेकंड अपन ने ब्रास से चेक किया, तो स्टील में क्या आ रहा था, अलाउबल वैल्यू से कम आ रहा है। दोनों में से कोई एक ही जस्टिफाई करेगा, दोनों कभी ट्रू नहीं हो सकता। ओके, दोनों में से कोई एक ही ट्रू होगा, जो ट्रू होगा उसको लेके हमने आगे सॉल्व किया, एंड वी हैव कैलकुलेटेड टोटल अमाउंट ऑफ लोड and total amount of changing length of tube. Okay, so this was all about this problem. I hope so this problem will be clear to you. Okay, thank you very much.